Story title: The Thankful Tree. Story. English. Approximately 1,200 words. Every autumn, when the wind began to turn cold and the fields turned gold, the villagers of Allendale would visit an old oak tree at the center of the square. They called it the Thankful Tree. Each year, people wrote down something they were grateful for on small slips of paper and tied them to its branches. When the wind blew, the papers rustled softly like whispers of blessings carried into the sky. But not everyone believed in it. Myra, a young woman who worked at the bakery, thought it was silly. What good does writing on paper do? She told her friend Sam, "Thank yous don't fix anything." Her father had passed away the year before, and her mother had fallen ill. Myra worked day and night to keep their small home warm. Gratitude felt like a luxury she couldn't afford. Still, every day she passed the tree on her way to work. Its bare branches now carried hundreds of notes fluttering like little white birds. Sometimes she stopped just to read a few. "Thank you for my daughter's recovery. Thank you for the rain that saved our crops. Thank you for one more sunrise." She shook her head. "Words," she muttered. Just words. One morning, as she was opening the bakery, an old man entered. His clothes were worn, his face kind. He asked softly, "Do you have yesterday's bread?" "I can't pay, but I'll work for it." Myra hesitated. Her mother's medicine had taken most of her savings. But something in his tired eyes reminded her of her father. She nodded. "Take it, no work needed." The man smiled gently. "Then allow me a gift instead." He reached into his coat and handed her a folded note. "Write down one thing you're thankful for and tie it to the tree tonight. You'll see." Before she could reply, he was gone. That evening, on her walk home, Myra stopped by the tree. The air was cool, and the branches swayed gently. She unfolded the note he gave her. It was blank. She sighed. "Fine. Just one." On the paper she wrote, "I'm thankful my mother is still here." She tied it to the lowest branch and walked home. The next morning something strange happened. A stranger came into the bakery, a woman in fine clothes. "Are you Myra?" she asked. "Yes. I heard about your bread from the traveler who came through yesterday. He said you have the kindest hands in Allendale. I own a restaurant in the city. Would you supply us with pastries each week?" "You'll earn well." Myra blinked. "You must be mistaken." "I'm just a small-town baker." The woman smiled. "He spoke of your heart, not your size." Days turned into weeks. Myra's business flourished, her mother recovered, and their home filled once more with warmth and laughter. One evening, she stood before the thankful tree again. The branches shimmered with hundreds of notes, glowing in the lantern light. She smiled, adding a new paper beside her old one. "Thank you for the stranger who believed in me." That winter, a terrible storm swept through Allendale. The wind tore roofs apart, and snow buried the roads. When it cleared, the villagers saw that the thankful tree had fallen. Its branches lay scattered across the square. People wept as they gathered the notes, now soaked and torn. Myra helped collect them, her heart heavy. Then, under the roots, she found something strange, a small wooden box, weathered but intact. Inside were hundreds of folded notes, all written in the same careful handwriting. Each one began with the same words, "I am thankful for..." But they weren't from the villagers. They were from the old man, the traveler, who had given her the blank note. "I am thankful for every meal shared. I am thankful for every kind word. I am thankful for the chance to give when I have nothing left." At the bottom was one last note. "If this tree falls, may those who learned gratitude plant another." That spring, Myra gathered the villagers and told them about the traveler's gift. Together, they planted a new tree in the same spot. When the first leaves sprouted, she tied a paper to its branch that read, "Thank you for teaching me that gratitude doesn't change the world. It changes the heart." Years later, when Myra became old, children would ask her, "Grandma, is it true you met the man who started the thankful tree?" She would smile and say, "I did. And he taught me that even in the darkest winter, there's always something worth thanking the world for." And when the wind passed through the branches, the leaves would whisper softly like 1,000 voices saying thank you to the sky. Moral of the story: gratitude doesn't erase pain, it transforms it. The more you thank life for what you have, the more life gives you reasons to be thankful.